Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I am going to be showing you how to crochet this lovely Ekose Design Pooling. Alize Yarns just released this, well, I saw it yesterday, so as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it and I started. I just grabbed whatever yarn I had in front of me, the yarns that I bought, and I just continue crocheting non-stop. So what I did is I grabbed one variegated yarn that I had in my stash and one white yarn. Here, it was just in my buckets here, sitting. I was just trying to figure out what to do with this. Ta-da! I'm making a rug. You can make anything with this design. You can make baby blankets, you can make blankets, you can make throwovers, you can make bags, you can create anything you want. Only you need is two different colors. The color has to be opposite what you have. So I had white and then I continued with the variegated yarn. So this was in my stash. I made a hat out of this, but it was too much going on with the colors. It didn't show the hat itself. So I'm going to start with that, and then it doesn't have to be variegated yarn. It can be any solid colors, anything that you have. Just grab what you have in front of you and continue crocheting. So I bought some yarn from Ice Yarn, so I just grabbed this yarn. It's opposite. This color is not carried here at all. It only has the gray, but that's okay. You can put a red, you can put a green, but I had this just out here, not in my containers to pull out and just grab it. So I grabbed whatever I had, and it just needs to match. So this is pretty bulky yarn, and it's a 4-weight, and this, I don't know, I bought this years ago on Etsy. It's supposed to be wool. It's thick and thin. So I'm just going to use this yarn, and I want to make a scarf for the homeless. I'm trying to donate as many I can this year, so that's what I'm going to do. So what you need to do is chain as long as you want, but it has to be multiple of 9, because I tried this with the 5, it didn't work. It has to be, I believe, 9 and bigger. I don't know. I have to go back and watch her video. I will put the link. She speaks Turkish, but you can see what she has created. Alize Yarns has created, not particularly her. Thank you so much for sharing this video with us, and this way we can spread the word and use the yarn that we have in our stash. Like, I don't want to go out and buy more yarn that I already have. So I'm just trying to find the end. I already chained here. I chained about 30, and then I'm just going to continue starting with the 2 yarn, and then we'll go from there. So grab whatever yarn you have. Don't go buy and make this something. Just use the yarn that you have. Okay, I dropped something. So I'm going to use 6 point. The other day I bought, I paid on Amazon. I bought more tulipy crochet hook because I really like these hooks, and I cannot go back to the ones that I've been using before. I don't know how I use them. So the package that I have, I did a review about it. It goes up to 6 millimeters. So I bought a 6.5 I found on Amazon for $14 Canadian. So I bought that. When they receive, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to do a yarn haul, so please stay tuned. Okay, so there's 30 stitches, 30 chains here. I don't want it wide enough, just for a basic scarf that I'm planning to make. I'm going to make it with you guys in front of me. So I'm just going to grab the end of the other ball of the brown. I'm just gonna weave it like this together, and then what I'm going to do is, let me go like this. I'm holding the wrong yarn. So I'm gonna do total of 7 double crochets. Okay, so on the third, I'm going to make a half double crochet. So I'm going to continue. It's too long. So I'm going to continue making total of 9 half double crochets. Just like this. 3, 4, 5, and I'm carrying on the other yarn. 5, 6. It has to be 9, so go back and count over and over. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay, see, I forgot to carry this one. You need to carry it. It has to be between when you're doing your half double crochet, so you need to have that between. Okay, go back and count again. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then one more. And then what we do is we leave this, and then we grab this, and then we continue making, and then try to pull this as tight as you can. Not that tight though. And then we carry on the other variegated yarn, and then we do 9 on that one as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochet, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so after the 9 we change the color again. We leave this one and we pick up the variegated, and then we carry, and then we do a total of 8. We need to move around, so we need to slide. You'll just see it in this pretty soon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You don't have to crochet tight. You don't have to crochet loose. You only crochet half double crochets, and at the end it has to be one less. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we chain 2 just like this, and we turn our work this way, and then we carry this yarn. We continue carry it. So we have to finish the 9. So we go on top of here and we do our 9th half double crochet, and then we change our yarn, and then we do 9 again. We start all over, and then we just continue doing that. So when we have less here, we carry on to the next row to finish the 9. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, 5. Don't do it on the same. It's thick and thin, that's why it looks 2, 4, 5, 6. I think it's going to snow. The weather is pretty dark here in Edmonton. We're gonna get a snowstorm, or I don't want it. We had so much snow this year. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. See, you will notice that the colors are moving around. So again, count over and over. It has to be 9. And then we go to the next color. It doesn't have to be variegated. It can be 2 solid colors, but it has to be the opposite, like black, white, like red, black, and so on. When you pick up the variegated yarn, don't pick up the same color. It has to be the opposite to create this lovely, lovely design. And then if you want to do pooling, just grab the yarn that you have in your stash. Make hats, make anything with this. Well, hats, it would be pretty big, but yeah. Just use your imagination. You can make cows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, and then go back and count over again, just because you don't want to miss one stitch, will affect the design. And then we go back and then we change it to, and then you will see you have 2, 4, 6, 7. This is 1, so that you will have 7 remaining, and then you continue finishing the 9 with on the next row. You crochet 2 more half double crochets on to the next row, and you just grab it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did our last, or you can just grab it like this. That's thick and thin. Just grab it like this so it won't. Fortunately, I have thick and thin in my stash somewhere in the containers, but I just didn't want to go through them. I have a sore arm. Okay, so I'm going to continue finishing the 9. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7. So I'm going to chain 2 to go up to the next row, and then I carry this with me. And then I go, then I do 2 more. 9, and then I change my color, and I just continue like this as long as you want. Just chain multiple of 9. She says you can do different colors. I tried with the 5, but it did not work. It did not pool. So 5 is not a good number. I don't know if you want to try. I just didn't want to waste my time by trying, so I'm continuing with the 9 because the 9 worked perfectly for me. And then she said even 20 would work, so I don't know. You can try if you want, but I'm going to stick with 9 because 9 is working for me. And then you just continue crocheting like this. Just count 9, 9, 9, 8, and then 9, and then you keep on changing. So I'm going to continue crocheting to the end, and I will show you again how to work it. Says because that's the main thing, right? The end, when you finish your row. That row, that last row that you crochet, create this pooling. So that's very important. So when I come to the end, I will show you, and then we'll go from there. I think the colors turned out pretty good. I'll be right back. So at the end, we have 6 left. I finished my 9 with the brown, so I'm going to go to the variegated. You will notice on every row it's going to get less at the end, less the stitch half double crochets. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just go between that chain here. Oh, it was 6. I thought it was 7. 6. It's 6. Here it was 7, right? Yeah, when we were doing the brown. Okay, so I have 6 here, so I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2, and then carry on 6. So we do the 7th, same variegated yarn. 8 and 9, and then we change our color to the brown. So this is all we do. So carry on and then finish the total of 9 half double crochets on the next row. This chain, when you continue crocheting to finish the 9, that makes that effect. This moves it around. I will put a chart on at the beginning of this tutorial because she shared a chart. She says it's helpful for new starters. But I just counted 999, and it gave me this pooling effect on the on this particular one that I started. And sometimes it's really hard to see. What I did is I took a picture, then I saw the pooling. What I did is I left the room, I put it on here, I left the room and I came back, then I saw the pooling, because the eye, your eye gets lazy while you're working with the colors. So continue crocheting and I will come back to share how it looks like so far. And this is all to it. You just continue. Oh, I want to grab this. This one's pretty loose. I guess I did not pull it. Like when you're changing color, try to pull it. So there's a trick to do that. Just show it to you. You just go and grab the other one. Then it will kind of hide. But yeah, try to pull it when you finish it, because that gives that loose. Okay, just like this. This technique is great to use up your yarn that you have in your stash. Okay, I'll be right back and continue crocheting 999s. Okay, I just wanted to show you. So I'm at the point where I finished total of 9 here. So it looks like I finished one pooling. I know it doesn't look like anything, but it will eventually. So let me show it on here if I can. So I finished right here, this part. So 9. So when you have that, then you make one pooling and then you start another one. So I'm just going to turn my work. So when I turn my work, I chain 2 and then I grab the second color, like how we started. Remember, we started with the variegated. Now we're starting with the brown color. So we're starting the new pooling, new Ekose, whichever you like to call. Then I was supposed to turn this way, because then the yarn, yeah, there's a trick to it. So always turn it that way. And then I continue. I did my 2 chain, and then I just continued doing 9 double crochets, and I just repeat what I did up till, I didn't even count how many rows I did. So if you count, it's 2, 4, 6, 8 rows. So every 8 rows you create that pooling, that effect, and then you just continue crochet on to give that look. So I'm just going to continue crocheting another 8 more rows, and I will come back to show you. I think this works for wider projects. If you want to make a throw over, I'm sure it would work. Blankets, shawls, stoles. Just check her the link that I'm providing above, and then you can go from there. It's the things that they created. Alize yarns. Alize yarns, they are a brand name in Turkey that they sell the beautiful yarn. It's one of the brand name, like Burnett, Lion brand. It's just a brand name that they advertise and what they can create with their yarn. But you don't have to buy Alize yarn. You can just go from the stash, for which I did. And then I created these this look. So 2, 4, 6, 7. You just count 9, 9, 9. And I'll be right back to show you when I do the second pooling. Let me just lay it down for you to see. Yeah, you can see it, right? It's coming up. Okay, so I've been crocheting. It is really fun, and you can see the Ekose, the designs that are creating, and then here, and then here. I really like this. So I just wanted to share this lovely design, this pooling that creates just using your yarn that you have in your stash, or if you want to go and buy, you can make a giant king size, queen size throw on your bed or on your couch just to cover the fabric that's been turning bad. So I would highly recommend this technique to create your designs, and you can make anything with this. You can make cardigans, just crochet pieces like long as you want and then sew them together, and then you will get a coat or a cardigan, anything you want. Just use your imagination. So I just wanted to share this lovely technique that Alize Yarn has posted and I wanted to share with my lovely subscribers. So I'll put this here, and I'll put my other one. Okay, this is how it looks like, these two different yarns that I picked. And then you can see the pooling, like it shows better on the white, and then it shows on the brown. Variegated is kind of all over, but it does show. You can see the diamonds that it's creating, like here. And then it looks nice. I just love it. So I'm just going to find whatever leftover yarns. You know, you start a project and you get 2 or 3 balls that has been left over from your project. You can add them together and then go on from there. So I hope you like this short tutorial that I gathered today to share it with you, because I thought this was an urgent technique that everyone has to know about. Instead of, you know, you just count the stitches 9, 9, 9, and at the end it has to be 8, and then you work on it. And then, oh, someone's messaging me. Oh my goodness. So I will cut this video. I don't know what they want. I think the group is getting together, the Edmonton knitting group that that we have here on Facebook. They're trying to get together on Tuesday, and it looks like everyone's getting excited about it. So again, thank you very much for watching my tutorials. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy crocheting.